Well, for the past number of years, my profession is a truck driver, and I've been all over all 48 states and up into Canada. And driving a truck around the country, the first few years, I was going places I had never been before. And you're driving down the road and you see a sign that says Grand Canyon, 68 miles off of I-40. Or you're driving up in the off of I-87 through the Adirondack Mountains, and you see signs for that. And then after a while, it's like, I'm driving, but I'm just looking. I can't, I wasn't able to get out of the truck because I had a load that I had to deliver. And then my job situation changed where I was only driving a couple days a week, and then I would have a few days off. And so rather than travel back to Florida, I would get a rental car and then go explore around the areas where I was at. In 2012, I was able to put together a hike, doing day hikes in each of the 14 states that the Appalachian Trail runs through, and basically cherry picking some of the best areas of the AT. And when I got back to Florida in November of that year, I had heard of the Florida Trail, but had never really spent any time on it. So living in Seminole County, I started hiking on a section in Seminole State Forest and loved it. And so then I wanted to seek out those that were doing trail maintenance, because on the sections of the trail on the AT that I passed on, I saw trail crews working there. So I wanted to give back, to be able to help maintain and to maybe develop some of the trail in the state of Florida. Then over the next few years, once I learned about the National Scenic Trail System, I've been able to do hikes on 10 of the 11 National Scenic Trails. The only trail that I'm lacking on putting my feet on is the one Ron Strickland helped to develop up in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm really looking forward to that section from Glacier National Park heading west. Now, as far as the Florida Trail goes, hiking along sections, I think I have about 360 miles of the trail that I've hiked right now. And going through sections, I've hiked with Bushwhacker, a 5-time end-to-end hiker of the Florida Trail. I was able to get together with him and hike the Big Cypress section in January of last year, and several others that I've met through the Florida Hiking Syndicate Facebook page, going out and doing a 3-day 50-mile hike, or meeting others to do a day hike. So I think it's important for the trail community, not just here in Florida, but around the country, using social media, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. Those are the only two I use. I'm not on Twitter, but using social media to help to promote the National Scenic Trails is really important, because I heard a comment within the last year. Somebody said that hikers in general are non-confrontational. They just want to be left alone so they can go hike on the trail. Well, that's good. We all basically feel that way. But if we just allow those that are with the National Forest Service, or whoever, the National Park Service, or whoever it is that's in charge of developing or seeing that these trails can be completed, if the hikers themselves don't voice their opinions, then the trail may not get to a section where it's wilderness. It may be on a bicycle path somewhere. I read recently that up in the state of New York, they're getting ready to make a bicycle path called the Hudson River Historic Trail or something, but it's all going to be on a bicycle path. Well, if you're riding a bicycle and you have packs for your tent and all that stuff in your backpack or your gear, well, that's fine. But if you're on foot and you're walking, you want to be out in a single track trail that's running through the woods. So that's why I feel like I want to be a part of helping to promote the National Scenic Trails through the social media in order to try and close the gaps and get the trails completed.